Hi, I'm Phil Esposito, and you can't get any closer to the ice than you can right here at the ESPN Club.
What is the vibe around this team? Does it feel good? Does it feel like a team that can go deep into the playoffs?
I think as a group, we feel that way. We're pretty excited in the dressing room right now. Like we said, things are going really well for us, and it's just something we want to continue and get ready for this playoff drive.
What's the best team you've ever played on?
Definitely the teams that we had in New Jersey were the best teams that I played on. Under Jacques Lemaire, we saw what he did this year in Minnesota. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. He's one of the best coaches that I've ever had.
The guy that probably has had some of the most influence on my career, I think you had him here a few weeks ago, Doug Waite. He's just become, a dear friend and was always the best teammate that I've ever had.
What age were you introduced to hockey?
My dad threw me out there when I could barely walk and pushed me around. I was pushing a chair around, and from then on, I've been skating ever since. And like I said, he coached me when I started. I think my first team was the Little Hot Dogs, and I was about 4 years old. So.
And the top three defensemen in the West, Chris Pronger, Al McInnes. I love Keith Carney, but I can't put him in the top three. I got to throw in Lidstrom from Detroit.
Like you said, I look back and I'm very grateful to play the length I have in the NHL, 24 seasons, and it's 24 more than I ever thought. So I've been very fortunate to play with some great hockey players and some great teams over the years. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to get another chance to play or not, but if I don't, I can look back and have a lot of fond memories.
No, I hope to coach one day. When my kids are older and they're out to school, sometime I'd like to get in it, but wouldn't want to coach in Philly. It's too tough there. They go through coaches like dirty shirts in Philly.
Dad, what was your worst subject in school and what was your best subject in school?
My best subject? It would have to be math, the one thing I can help you with. It's, you can pick one on the other ones, so.
I was wondering, coming across the blue line, what's the last defenseman you want to see?
Well, it's a good thing he plays on my team, but Scott Stevens, you don't want to cross the blue line with your head down. He really enjoys hitting people. As much as you say, I didn't mean to hurt him, I didn't mean to do that, it doesn't matter. He comes across the blue line looking to take your head off.
We're still a small market team. It's tough to compete with the Detroits and Colorados and the St. Louis's, but as a group of 20, we feel very confident. We've got a group that we should be in the playoffs, and that's our goal.
Tony Granato did a terrific job, I thought, with the team. Did he bring, maybe a little energy to the team when he was elevated to the head coach?
Yeah, I think anytime you make a coaching change, it's just kind of everybody takes a deep breath, and it's kind of like a fresh start. And at that point, we probably needed a fresh start because we were just kind of coasting along. We weren't doing much, and we needed a kick in the butt, really.
Tony, can you speak a little bit about the loss of Roy?
Over the past few years, the organization has known that Patty was going to retire in one of these years coming up. And during the regular season, we had kind of an idea that he was thinking retirement. But as far as Patty goes, you're not going to ever find another Patrick Waugh. That was the best ever.
Who was the better leader during that period of time, Messier or Gretzky, or were they leaders in different ways?
They were both leaders. I mean, Gretz was kind of a quiet leader where he'd show you by what he does on the ice, and Mess was a lot more vocal. I mean, he was kind of the rah-rah guy who would yell and scream and try and motivate guys that way. So we were pretty lucky that both of them were good leaders.
What did it feel like to win all 9 of your Stanley Cups?
It's something for a coach of a team to get his name engraved on the Stanley Cup. That's what all the coaches strive for. It's not easy. It's not as easy now because there's not as much opportunity for some coaches as others because the teams they're with and the markets they're in. But I think in time that'll straighten out a little bit.